Okay, we are doing another 250th anniversary barrel review, bottle review. See what it is next. Welcome back to Parson Pours. Jim here, Golf Centric Whiskey Channel, where we talk a little bit about golf and a lot about the whiskey. If you would, please like and subscribe. And we're getting that subscriber count up, and it just keeps growing, and it's all thanks to you guys. So, what are we reviewing? Let's talk about this one first. 250th anniversary. For the 250th anniversary, that's a very special occasion. And if you're going to produce a 250th anniversary bottle, there ought to be something special about it as opposed to just slapping some red, white, and blue on a regular bottle and calling it even. Some manufacturers out there are doing that, and that does not sit well with me. All right, being a veteran and all that other stuff, but if you're going to help celebrate the 250th anniversary of the country, make something special. Okay, we make something special. So we started with McBrayer on the last one, and they made a W.H. McBrayer where 1,776 bottles were released. It was a special batch, standalone. The other batch is going to be released later on down the road, and that is going to be, and so that's the first of the special batch. Okay, this is a first of first. This is an Evan Williams product. This is an Evan Williams single barrel. I've never had an Evan Williams product with the Evan Williams name on it. So this is going to be a first for both of us. So this is a single barrel. It is eight years and some months old in that it was barreled in 1218 and it was bottled in 226. And this is barrel number 20. Okay, it comes in at, and wait for it, 117.76, 1776. The reason why this is so special is that they also picked out 250 barrels with that same proof point on it. So what it says in here with the little tag that comes with it, and I'm not going to read it all. To celebrate America's 250th anniversary, they selected 250 barrels at 117.76 proof. In honor of the momentous occasion, Evan Williams became Kentucky's first licensed distiller in 1783, the very year America formalized its independence with the end of the Revolutionary War. Alrighty. And it talks about being very proud about helping serve America and serve the spirits to them. Also on here, if I can get your attention to this, okay, this is a Folds of Honor. It's telling you that they're part of the Folds of Honor. Folds of Honor also gives money so that veterans' families can, for their family, get educational opportunities. And normally it's for a family that's lost a veteran. All right, and as a veteran, I get behind it. In fact, in my business with golf, we also support the Folds of Honor. And all of this, and it's not one of those where 10% of the proceeds goes to it. Almost all of it goes to this. Okay, so it's a very, very well done, we'll call it charity. It's a very well done organization. They're very forthright, and that's the reason why I support them. Okay, so never had an Evan Williams product, never had a single barrel, so I got a single barrel. Comes in the fancy blue wax dip top. That was pretty cool. The logoing is very, very done well. Very, very well done well. It's done very well. And again, first time of doing this. So, single barrel 117.76, barrel number 20, one of 250, and I cracked it just before just before starting the video, and it did very, very well as far as the opening goes. Matter of fact, let's see if it'll do it again. There you go. And as another YouTuber said, America. All right, so we've let this sit there for a while. We've been swirling it around to give it a little bit of air. Let's get to it. First thing right off the nose is you get some, I'll call it white fruit. Not apricot, not apple, but something in between. You get a little bit of the ethanol. I get some wood char, single barrel. And then just kind of an overall sweetness. There's nothing pointing to anything specific like a brown sugar or caramel or anything like that. It's just an overall sweetness that you get, almost like if you were cooking sugar. Yep, so you get the white fruit in the front, I get the sweetness in the middle, and I get the barrel char on the back. So it's very layered, I will give it that. Complexity is pretty good. As far as a coloring goes, I would say it's a light amber color. And it's holding on to the side of the glass, so it should be pretty oily. All right, so let's get into it. Salute 250. Wow. Okay, so the very first thing I get hit with is a punch of the ethanol. That hits you right at first. And I guess that I just needed to let this thing rest just a little bit more because it's followed up with the white fruit, but a cinnamon. I get this, if funny as it can be, is the white fruit and then the oily cinnamon, and then you get through it, and then it has a lingering finish. I would call this a medium to high lingering finish. It's not strong per se. It's just the time that it lasts. It doesn't go all the way down into the chest. It sits there right in the back of the throat. It's very, very, very well done. We'll give it one more now that we've had a chance to kind of mess it around a little bit. Yep, you still get the same complexities. And I still get the white fruit part went away. I get a little bit of a caramel now, with a little bit of that, still get that oily cinnamon in the middle, and as more of I become acclimated to it, that the finish isn't as punchy as it first was. And it sits there. Again, this is something that I think if we put like a drop of water in, it'd probably open up and be spectacular. So very, very well done. It's a special bottle. For an Evan Williams product first try, I'd say it's a nice little bottle to have. It would be a shelfer product that I would want to mix things with, or I could sit there, put a little bit of water on top of it, melt it out, take a little bit of that punchy out of there, and I think it would have all the flavor layers that I was looking for, and it would be very, very pleasant. So if you're out there and you see it, now keep in mind there's a small batch out there as well. I'm not buying the small batch because small batch in this particular instance would lead me to believe that somebody slapped a sticker on the outside of a small batch product. However, with the single barrel, each one of these things can be different. So I've got barrel 20 of 250. You know, I am sure 2 or 3 out there are just absolute bangers. All right, this one I would say is a good barrel. It's not one that I'm like, oh my God, you got to go get it, but it is a good barrel. So if you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. Let us know if you like anything more, to see anything more about this content. And as always, let's see you save pars, but share pores.